What is up, YouTube? It's Lucy here from Uncultured Purls. Welcome back to my channel. Today we've got another knitting podcast. It is Saturday, May 6th, 2023. It is a lovely spring day. I just got back from a jog. I'm not a serious runner, okay? But I'm a firm believer that anyone who goes out and runs is a runner. So I am a runner, even though I walk a lot during these runs, and I'm certainly not gonna break any records, but I just like to get outside and move a little bit, and today was a lovely day for that. So just got back from that, so my hair is a little wet right here. I blow dried it, but kind of missed a spot, but that's all right. Y'all are my friends, so you don't care, right? Let's jump into my projects. I don't have a lot to share, so hopefully it will be kind of a quick video unless I digress and talk about all kinds of useless things, as I sometimes do, but we'll try to avoid that. I only have one finished object and one whip. I do technically have another whip that I'm working on, but I left it at work because I'm an idiot. But we'll start with the finished object. It is this bad boy. It's not blocked, but I did finish it last night and wanted to show it. So this is the Perfect Knit t-shirt. I'll kind of show you the pattern. From Ravelry by Caitlin Barthold. It is a paid for pattern, not too expensive, a few dollars, and I made the size small. It is made with Lion brand Kabu, which is a blend of cotton and rayon made from bamboo. I used the color olive, and I bought 4 balls of it, and I did have to crack into all 4 balls, but I had almost a full ball left. So this is what I have left. I used the recommended needle, which is whatever this is, US 6, 4mm. And I didn't gauge swatch, so I was just kind of hoping and praying that it would fit, and it does. So I will insert some footage of it on me in just a second. But here's kind of a close-up of what it looks like. It might look better when it's blocked. There's a little bit of uneven places because I'm human. But it's a very simple pattern. It's just a top-down raglan increase. I think you start it flat. I already can't remember because it's been a couple weeks since I cast it on, but you do something to make it so that the front part dips down lower than the back. And I don't think it's short rows. I think you actually like start knitting the back flat first and then you join in the round. It was pretty easy because most of this is just straight knitting in the round. Like once you get to the body, it's just knit, 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 knit. And then it does have I-cord edging, like at the bottom and the end of the sleeves. It is a 6-stitch I-cord bind off, which is a little tedious, I will say. Like, I like the look of it, so I think it was worth it, but it took a long time. And then the very last step you do is pick up all around the neckline and you do a 4-stitch I-cord bind off there. But I think it's nice. Now I'll put in the pictures of it on me. As you can see, the fit is pretty good. For once, I managed to choose the size that I'm happy with, and I guess my gauge was right because it seems like it fits about like it was supposed to. It says it's supposed to have 0 to 4 inches of positive ease, and I chose the size that was gonna give me 1 inch of positive ease. And so it seems like my gauge might be a tiny bit big because it might be more than 1 inch of positive ease, but whatever, I think it looks good. We'll have to test it out outside. I haven't worn it long enough to see if it's actually cool. I was hoping it would be a cool item for the summer since I don't really have that many summer knits, but we will have to find out. So there's that, my one FO. I'm happy with that. To be honest, I'm happy enough that I would think about knitting it again in another color, but we'll take a break in between because variety is a good thing. So maybe someday I will knit another one, but not yet. And then my whip that I have is actually a crochet project. I don't think I've really shown any crochet projects yet. I've just claimed to be a crocheter, but now I can prove it. So this that I'm working on is the Cande Pullover, also from Ravelry. It is a paid for pattern by Sandra Gutierrez, and it is a crocheted sweater. So here is what I've done so far. Actually, let me take my hook out of it and kind of flatten it. Well, that might be the wrong side. I'm sorry, I'm a mess here. Okay. There it is. It is a lace yoke type of sweater. So first of all, I guess let's talk about the yarn. This yarn is Linen Quill by Purl Soho. I've talked about it and used it many times before, like on my half and half triangles wrap back there. Here it is in the skein. It is in the color Purple Smoke. And I actually bought this with the idea of making a half and half triangles wrap with it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to use this darker purple plus this one. I ended up going with this lighter, almost beige type of color for the actual wrap, which means I had 3 skeins of this lying around and wasn't sure what to do with it. So it turns out it's enough to make this sweater with, so that's what I've done. It is with a 3mm needle, hook. I think you need a couple other sizes as well. The one I'm using right now is a 3mm, but I think maybe I used a different size for the ribbing. Ribbing in crochet is kind of fun. I haven't done it much before, but if you're a crocheter, you know you work it back and forth this way. So you're making this tiny skinny little strip going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and this is all slip stitches. I think you can do ribbing with single crochet, but she used slip stitches with her pattern, and it makes a super stretchy neckline. And then right now I'm just going around and around. There's an increase row here and there. There were some short rows, as you can see, because the back of it is coming down a little bit further. That's because there's a few short rows in the back to make it longer in the back. But it's good. I think it's a very well-written pattern so far. I have not had issues. There was one point where my stitch count was off, and I kind of just decided to do a couple extra increases until it was right and just kind of fudge it, and figured no one is gonna know. Except that I've just told everyone on the internet. But anyway, the size looks good. I think it should fit pretty well, I'm hoping. It's kind of slow going though. I feel like crochet has the potential to be fast, but because this is such skinny yarn, it's a fingering yarn, it is not going super fast, but that's fine. Like, we don't knit to crank things out, at least I don't. I knit because it's calming and it's fun. And then at the end of it, you have a very cool, unique item that you can wear. My one other whip that I have, like I said, is at work. It's a sock. It is not the usual sock that I do. So far, I've done a couple of the Crazy Sock Lady vanilla sock patterns. I branched out and I tried a different sock pattern. Probably doesn't do much good to talk about it since I can't show you, but I'll show you the pattern. I am doing Wise Hilda's basic ribbed sock. I think the name of it might be different on Ravelry. I will show that next time, or I'll try to put a link in the description if I can find the title of it on Ravelry. But it is a, like it says, a ribbed sock, but it's 3x1 rib for most of it. So you knit 3, purl 1, knit 3, purl 1 all the way around. I thought it would perhaps be stretchier than a plain vanilla sock and might be a better fit. Also, I get a little bored of just knitting in the round. I really like purling because I knit continental and it kind of just feels good on my hands to throw a purl in there every once in a while. So I wanted to give this a shot, see if the fit is better, and see if I enjoy knitting it better. So far it's going well. I'm just on the leg of the sock so far. I've not gotten to the heel or anything, but in my next video I will show my progress on that. And that's all for knitting. The other thing I guess that I sometimes talk about is books. I've not made a ton of reading progress either. My life is a shambles. I'm going on YouTube too much. I'm looking at houses on Zillow too much. Like, the electronics are taking over. I need to get back to books and knitting. But whatever, these things are addictive. I'm not gonna fault myself for falling victim. But books. I did finish one book. It was Harry Potter #4, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This is my ratty copy from the year 1999 or 2000, whenever this came out. It's been read so many times. Like, I had to take off the dust jacket to read it because this was disintegrating. But guys, this book is so good. I mean, probably all of you have read this at this point, but if you haven't, you should read Harry Potter. Like, regardless of how you feel about J.K. Rowling, I've got issues with her, to be honest, but like, it's so entertaining that I can move past the issues that I have with her. And it just makes you feel things. Like, Harry is your best friend. Like, and he goes through such terrible stuff, and you feel all of it for him, you know? Like, anyway, I could talk about it for a long time, but I won't. 5 out of 5, great book. Everyone should read Harry Potter. That's all I got for you. Thanks for stopping by again. As always, I'd love to hear what you guys are working on. You doing anything for the summer in terms of knitting, or do you like to just work on winter projects and get ahead so that you can wear them once it turns cold again? Both options are great. I hope you all have a fabulous week, and I will update you again as soon as I have any progress to update you on. Take care, everybody. Bye.